A quiet kind of defiance. In a town where a man's worth is measured by what he hides, one lawman chooses to stop running. This is a story of quiet defiance, of love that doesn't ask permission, and the kind of strength that doesn't bend. Welcome to Secrets Under Stetsons. Chapter 13, The Breaking Point. Some houses are held up by nails and timber, others by the weight of two men who finally know where they belong. The day the pastor made it to Elijah's office was the day things tipped. Reverend Samuel Greaves wasn't a firebrand. He was slow-spoken, respected, known for baptizing babies and burying the old without much drama. But when he stepped into the jailhouse, hat in hand, back stiff with purpose, Elijah knew the man wasn't there for small talk. "Sheriff," the Reverend said. "You have a moment?" Elijah set his pen down and nodded. "Always, Reverend." Samuel didn't sit. He stood just inside the door, like someone expecting to be struck or do the striking. "There's concern in town," he said. "There's always concern," Elijah replied, voice flat. "Not like this." Samuel shifted his weight. "You've served Sheridan well. No one denies it. But the stories, Elijah?" The whispers have turned into noise. Elijah leaned back in his chair. Expression unreadable. They're only stories if they aren't true. Samuel blinked. "You're not denying it?" "I'm not hiding it." A long silence settled between them, the kind that shifts the air in a room. "You're a public man," the Reverend said. "Boys look up to you. Fathers trust you. You know what they expect." "I know they expect me to shoot straight, keep the drunks from killing each other, and put my body between them and whatever's coming up the road. And now they're wondering what kind of man wears that badge if he lies about who he is," Elijah cut in. "Because I haven't. Not to them. Not anymore." Samuel's jaw tensed. "It's not just about you." "Yes," Elijah said, standing now, his voice low and dangerous. "It is." The Reverend stared for a long moment, then lowered his gaze. "There's talk of a vote. Pressure on the mayor. You could lose your post." Elijah nodded once. "Then they'll have to take it." The Reverend paused at the door. "I don't want to see this town tear itself apart." Elijah answered without looking up. "Then tell them to stop swinging." The vote was called 2 days later. Town hall. Open to the public. A simple question. Should Sheriff Elijah Cade remain in office? Liam sat near the back, arms folded, eyes steady. Elijah stood alone at the front. No speech written. No plea rehearsed. Just the truth. Finally unshackled. "I've done this job for 12 years, Elijah said, "and I've never turned my back on this town. I've buried friends, arrested neighbors, and kept Sheridan standing when half of it wanted to fall down." He looked out at the crowd. Some faces turned away. Others watched, hard and silent. "You all know me. You trusted me before you knew who I shared my bed with. That man hasn't changed me. He's helped me stop lying to myself. That's all." He paused. "Let them sit with it. If you think that makes me dangerous, you can take my badge. But don't call it justice. Call it what it is, fear." The room was still when he finished. Not quiet, still. The kind of stillness before a storm. The mayor stood. "All right then, let's vote." They voted, and Elijah lost, by 3 voices. He packed up his desk in silence, didn't ask for help, didn't linger. Liam met him outside. "You okay?" he asked. "No," Elijah said, "but I'm still standing." They walked down Main Street together. No longer sheriff and drifter, just 2 men side by side, watched by every window they passed. They didn't flinch. At the edge of town, Liam stopped. "So what now?" Elijah looked back once, then forward. "We build, like they did." He didn't need to say who they were. He just reached for Liam's hand and held it. In the open, in the light. And for the first time, Sheridan saw them not as rumor, not as shame, but as something no vote could take away. Until next time, the dust hasn't settled yet. There's more to this story, more to uncover, more to fight for, and more waiting just beyond the next sunrise. Come back next week and walk a little further down this road with them.